Good evening, guys. Welcome to your Friday night. I am Matt's Hanger, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Star Citizen. So, some of you guys might have noticed, this channel doesn't exactly have a huge amount of history to it. And that's because it's basically brand new. I did a little test live stream the other week just to sort of try things out, see if we can get things working. And for the avid viewers who might have tuned into the last one, you'll notice I got a few extra things going on, a little bit like the chat that's down the, is it this side? No, this side. I've got it mirrored down this side of the screen. And so I've been trying to kind of like get it better connected with you guys in the audience. So I'm trying to display a bit more of the chat messages on the stream. I'm not sure if this is going to be a permanent format. I'll probably update this as we go forwards, but I thought we'd at least get the bare essentials on the go tonight. So guys, as I said, we're going to be playing a little bit of Star Citizen tonight. We're going to be doing some solo play, and what you're going to witness is this guy basically try and re-familiarize himself with the Star Citizen universe. I played quite a lot back in the 3.x versions, haven't got a huge amount of experience wrapped up with the 4.x version, so I'm a little bit rusty, but that's where this stream maybe comes into its own, because rather than see a pro player who'll get everything right, you're going to witness this guy try and navigate the verse as best as he possibly can. So we're going to be doing some missions, just doing a bit of a mixed bag really, just picking them up wherever we can. So rather than me talk about it and sit here waffling to you guys, let me switch to the game camera and we'll start jumping in and seeing what Star Citizen has to offer. So I'm sat here in my medium hangar. If I just switch to the third person view, give you guys a bit of an idea about our loadout tonight. We've just got some basic white armor. We've got a few med pens, tractor beam gun, got the med pen. We also, on the last stream, came across a nice sniper rifle, which I'm going to be taking to the field. And I've also got the C54 SMG, which, you know, isn't the best gun in the world, but it's one of the nice guns that ammo is around aplenty. Whether you're killing nine tails or at any shop, getting the C54 ammo is very easy to come across. So let's have a quick look at what we're dealing with here. I'm going to jump into the fleet hangar, just show you what ships we've got. So unlike some of the other streamers, I've invested, you know, a little bit of my own money in Star Citizen. I quite enjoy the project, I like to back it, but I've only ever really invested in some of the small to medium ships, nothing large in our hangar tonight. But given that we're going to be doing a bit of a mixed bag tonight, I think probably one of the best ships we can go for will either be the Crusader C1 or the Drake Cutlass Black. And I think I'm going to stick with the Crusader C1 for this stream, I think. You know, we might change it halfway through, but we're going to start off with this ship because I'm not going to lie, it's just one of my personal preferences. So let's have a quick look as this comes in. Really enjoying the new ship spawning mechanics. I remember when you just have to go to the fleet manager up in the lobby, and then you come into your hangar and the ship would already be here. But this is a really nice addition. I've really been enjoying this. So guys, just to let you all know, while the ship's spawning in, I will be keeping an eye on chat tonight. So if anyone does fancy getting a bit cozy, you know, having a bit of a chat to and fro, I'll be watching. So leave your comments. I'll try and respond to them as soon as I can. So here we go, guys. The Crusader C1 in all of its magnificence. Look at this. Ah, have you ever seen a ship so beautiful? So good. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to get hold of my first large ship like a Polaris or an Idris, because I can only imagine standing there at the edge watching that come up. It must be something unreal to watch. So we're going to board the ship. I'm going to get myself nicely tucked into the cockpit, and then we'll get the contracts manager out, and we're just going to play it by ear, guys. We're just going in, no plan in particular. We're just going to pick up some missions, fly around Stanton, and then you know, just see what 4.x has to offer. One thing which we might not get time for on this live stream of visiting Pyro, I've never actually been there yet, but I'm sticking to Stanton just for the next couple of streams, just to get myself back into the swing of what Star Citizen's all about in the safe zones. And then I think, you know, we'll venture out into the Pyro system, try and get a little bit of PvP on the go. So let's move this to flight ready. Very nice. Let's open up the Moby Glass. See what contracts we can do this evening. I think we're going to start off in Microtech, which is where we are currently. Currently in one of the new Babbage hangars. And I might try and fly to a different location at some point in the stream. We'll take the call to arms. I think that's always a good one to have. And let's see what else we've got. Calling, bounty hunters, collection. What's this one all about? Dead contractors. I'm almost tempted just to start the live stream off doing one of the bunker missions. I know that's not exactly the most interesting content, but I'll tell you why it's a really, really good one to start on. Because you do the bunkers, we're going to come across quite a lot of enemy, and there's a fair chance that we might pick up some cool kit, whether it's some new guns, maybe a railgun or something. So I'm going to start off with this one just to see what we can find in the verse, and also just, you know, for the case of starting with something more familiar. So let's have a quick look. Where have we got the hangar comms? Here we go. Hopefully there's no queue. Yep, nice. Which means we should be making a pretty speedy exit today. Nice. Here we go, guys. Hangar doors opening. We're about to take our first step into the verse for this live stream. Exciting stuff. So I hope everyone's had a good week. You know, we're on the Friday, just about to go into the weekend, and I, for one, am looking forward to it. A, because it means we get to play a bit of Star Citizen, but B, well, because I don't have to work. So it's a bonus. So, here we go, guys. Moving upwards. Let's get the landing gear down, get ourselves a little bit more speed.
Landing gear up.
I think we'll turn cruise control on. Start heading out. So guys, since the last live stream, I've really been adjusting my settings a little bit, trying to find a setup that works, because I noticed in the last one the frame rate could have been better. So given that we're not streaming in 4K, I've lowered the resolution of the game, because there's no point in me rendering stuff that you guys aren't going to see. So I think we're currently streaming in 1440p, and I've got my game set accordingly. So hopefully, unlike the last live stream, I'll be bringing you guys a few more frames. So we're just going to switch to nav mode, get ourselves up into space quickly by just quantum traveling to Port Tresla there, and then we'll try our best to make it to this hangar. How high we've got to be. Let's have a quick look behind us as we go into the sky. Yeah, look, there's New Babbage behind us, looking magnificent as always. Got the spaceport below us. Yeah, very nice. See the lights of some ships going in there. There we go. I think we might be in quantum travel range. Yep, perfect.
Quantum travel engaged.
And there we have it.
Complete. Contact.
Crikey, that guy's brave. Got a red target there. Travelling near Port Tresla. Let's see, where have we got to go? Is this on Microtech? Yeah, I think it might be, guys. So we're just going to make a quick stop, and we're going to get the map out, see if we can give ourselves a nice waypoint to travel straight to that destination. So I'm pretty sure I can, yeah, exactly, just click that, press the route helper. Nice, and then that's gonna nicely tune us in so that we can get there in one nice go. Oh, hang on, so we've got to do it in two. There's our marker. So this is what I mean, guys. You're going to be watching this guy navigate the verse, and I literally mean navigate the verse. Well, I mean, this is telling me to go to this first. I mean, we'll travel to that waypoint, and then I'm hoping it's going to activate the second marker now. Yeah, there we go. Just one of those weird Star Citizen quirks. Okay. We worked it out, guys. We worked it out. The stream is saved. just have a quick look at the third person, because I think while we're on the dark side of the planet, as we move around to this bunker, we're going to be moving nicely onto the sunny side of the planet, which will hopefully make for a slightly more pretty live stream. Do you know what? As many times as I play Star Citizen, I'm always going to find these planets just incredible. I mean, I know there's other games out there these days like No Man's Sky and a few others that do the whole space to planet thing, but you know, none of them do it quite so well as Star Citizen, at least in my opinion. Right, so 22 kilometers out. We don't want to go in too hot. We don't want to start this live stream by crashing into the planet. We've all done that a few times, am I right? Just gonna make our way in. So we've got the data center, okay, nicely in that area in front of us. I think we'll do a nice low approach, just because it's going to look nice and cinematic as we come in. So guys, I am only using the mouse and keyboard for this one. I haven't yet got any sort of special kit, so the way that I'm playing it tonight is probably how the majority of Star Citizens play this. Just with a good old-fashioned mouse and keyboard. So here we go, guys. Gotta be careful. Don't want to prematurely crash into anything. It looks like the data center is down here, so we're going to switch to shields mode just in case there's anything on the planet that might want to shoot us down. We're going to come in nice and controlled. Activate the landing gear. And I think we're going to park up just behind it. Oh dear. Sorry guys, that was my bad. Press the landing gear again, which increased my max speed all of a sudden. Still getting to grips with the controls for 4.3. But it certainly makes it exciting, because at any second, this guy might just press the wrong button and interesting things could happen. Let's just get somewhere maybe that's a little bit more flat. There we go. This is looking a bit better. Are you on the ground? Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good to me. I'm quite liking that. So I'm bringing a few guns to the party, guys. We've got a sniper rifle, and we've also got the C54. So I think for this outdoor bit, we're going to use the sniper rifle, I think. I've not got the best scope on it. It's just something that I found lying around. But hopefully it'll be what we need for this sort of semi-close quarters. So we're not going to be using it from a great distance. So hopefully this medium range scope will be exactly what we need. Here we go. Stepping out into the verse. Got our ship behind us. Looking very, very cool. And rather than being vain, let's focus on the task ahead of us, because we don't want this to come to an end too quick. Here we go. There we go, that's one guy down. Usually there's a handful of people outside. And the good news is, I might just be able to get that guy. Yes! Look at that. The range on this thing. Certainly making short work of these guys. Go. Another guy down. I think that's 3 we've taken out so far, so there's probably at least one more. Yep, which I can see over there. Guys, I almost feel bad for this guy because he doesn't stand a chance against our sniper. Oh, R.I.P. R.I.P. Is that everyone? Let's switch to the more close quarters gun just to be sure there's no one else out here. Well, yeah, there we go. Thought there might be another one. There we go. That guy's nicely taken out. Oh, of course, and the good news is because we've got the Call to Arms contract, we are getting 500 credits. No, it's not called credits in Star Citizen, is it? It's called something else, but whatever the money is, we've got 500 of them. Just checking some of the bodies, just in case there's anything worth looting. Scalpel? Nah, that's not compatible with our one, is it? That's fine. Really, I'm just looking for med pens, It's always handy to have a few extra med pens. Or if anyone's got some additional ammo for the C54. No. Okay, looks like it's all okay out here. So let's make our way down, guys. Let's make our way into the basement and see what's going on. Okay, now this is feeling very familiar. This is what I remember from 3.x versions. Just doing these bunker missions on repeat, because it was pretty much the only FPS gameplay out there. But tell you what, guys, although I haven't played it, I have been keeping an eye on the latest progress from Star Citizen. Some of the new events look absolutely incredible. Honestly, we'll get to that point on this live stream. Hopefully we'll join an org or, you know, do something with a group. Oh, this guy is back to us. 2, there we go. And don't know if the rest of them will be alerted, but I'm hopeful that they might come towards us. Yeah, look, see, they're coming down the steps, so they are well and truly alerted to our presence now. So we've got to be careful. They're coming down those stairs, and there might be a few guys coming from down here. Oh, I didn't even see him throw that grenade. Good job we moved. I'm not the most experienced at this, so I'm going to be cautious, because I'm still getting a feel for, you know, how the battle mechanics works. But if we... Oh, geez, moving here. That was perhaps a few more enemy than I was expecting to come across there. But let's be a bit more cautious. Over there. Go over there. There we go. Another one down. We're taking a little bit of damage, but it's okay. We've got a few more med pens yet. No permanent injuries. Maybe let's head around this side. Go, another one. Oh no, guys! Quick, get that med pen in! Get that med pen in! Oh jeez! This AI is so much more responsive than I remember it ever being. Okay, we're getting aggressive now, guys. Ooh. Okay, so it looks like we have got ourselves a torso injury. Not a great start, but... we go, another one down. Hopefully that won't cause us any problems during this basic mission. Ooh, jeez. I'll tell you what, this is mighty, mighty close. I wasn't expecting it to be quite this difficult on the first bunker mission, but this is the beauty of Star Citizen, guys. You never really know what to expect. You just kind of have to take a breath and jump in. Oh, and there we go. So we have taken a minor chest injury there. We're going to have to think about maybe where we go after this, because this is going to limit our maximum health, which, to be fair, is only going to be a problem if we're planning to step back in. So yeah, here we go. Let's restock up on the med pens. Hopefully we've got a few people here with the C54s. We'll be able to get a few more bits of ammo. Although, actually, what's this guy's helmet? That's a cool helmet. Ooh. Sure what happened there? Let's try that one more time. Guy's doing the worm across the floor. Maybe we'll just try and get in. Let's have a look. Loot, here we go. This is what I'm after, guys. Can I... oh no, hang on, how do we do the main looting and open up their proper inventory? Ah, here we go, open inventory. So I'm hopeful that I can... yeah, can I fit this in my backpack? Oh, I can, guys. Quite enjoying that helmet. I might stick that one on. Yes, that's the same sniper that we've already got, so I'm hoping this guy might have some ammo. Is it this one, or maybe it's the other guy? Oh, no, it's not what we want to do. Oh, and my gun seems to have phased out of existence. Very nice. That's what we like to see. C54? C54? Where did it go? Oh well, guys, I guess beggars can't be choosers. We'll just use what we've got. So I'm now currently carrying 2 of the same sniper rifle. And you know what? I'm gonna keep hold of this one just because it's got the better scope. So if I switch to inventory, let's throw this one. Threw it on the ground. Give me a shout out in chat if you get that reference. Let's see what this guy's got. Is he carrying the sniper ammo? He is. Perfect. I think we don't need too much of that equipped, but if we stick that in our backpack, that's only going to give us more ammo for later. So guys, this is what I meant about the start of the stream. It's just handy doing these bunker missions first because it gives you a chance to kind of stockpile all the stuff that you wouldn't otherwise have. It's a crying shame that we lost to the C-54. I'm almost hoping that we'll come across another... There we go. A bit more ammo for the sniper. Let's get that. Quick one there. But yeah, I was just saying it's almost a shame that we didn't come across another enemy with another C-54 because it would have been mighty handy to taken that away from them. Yeah, okay. I think that's it. I am tempted, though, to pick up another gun because we're going to need something that's a bit more close quarters. And I guess if we pick up one of these guns that Ninetales have, there's going to be a reasonable chance we're going to come across more enemy that use the same gun. So what's this? This is a P4 AR. Who dropped this one? I don't think it was one of these guys. Is it this chap? Has he got any ammo? Be that guy. What are these? SMG. Oh, I'll tell you what. We're going to swap that for that. And we're going to take this ammo. Put some of the C-54 back in the bag because we don't need that. We don't have that gun. Let's equip some of these ones. Did we manage to pick that up? Or has that other gun just phased out of existence as well? Is it this? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, this is the gun for the ammo that we just picked up. Yeah, 180. Perfect. Got a nice scope on this one as well. Very nice. Again, might make it a bit difficult in these close quarters, but we can always take it off. So let's just do a quick final sweep. See if there's any loot boxes that we can grab. Let's grab a refill of this, because you never know when you might need one. I think for now, I'm going to carry the additional med pens, because although I don't need them immediately, I might stick those back in storage when we get back to our home location. So we've got any more chests lying around. Another medic one here. It's probably going to be filled with the same stuff. Yeah, don't need that. I think ideally we're looking for a nice red chest that might contain some delicious, delicious loot. Just got to sniff it out, guys. Sniff out that loot. Loot sniffer. Sounds like an insult. Might start using that, my friends. See what they think. No, I don't know, guys. It looks like we might be unlucky. I can't see any loot boxes lying around. Let's do one final check in here. I know in 3.x you used to sometimes get them in here, but since joining 4.x, haven't actually come across any of these. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, that's right. And the bunkers come with these additional rooms now, don't they? So we'll just have a little sweep around here. Make sure we haven't missed anything. No, I think that's it, guys. So all in all, not a terrible run. We did take a little bit of damage. A little bit more than I hoped to. We also sustained a chest injury, so we're going to have to see maybe if we can do these combat missions from a little bit further away from the enemy to avoid the damage. I think probably the best part was when we were approaching the outside, getting them all with the sniper rifle, because we basically took no damage there. So let's go back up to our ship. I think we're done here, guys. Let's just survey our kit. If we put this gun away, yeah, just a weapon. I think our character's looking pretty sweet. The sniper rifle also almost looks like angel wings. Got that nice SMG coming off the back there as well. Oh, that guy made me jump for a second there. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen the loot box? Sir? Sir? Oh, right, I'm holding the weapon. Oopsie. Right, let's head back to the ship, guys. And let's get a slightly more interesting mission on the go now that we've collected a bit of loot. I'm not honestly that familiar with the new missions from 4.3. So I think we're just going to open the Moby Glass. Just find something that looks interesting, basically, and then go from there. Here we go, back on board. Let's holster the gun again. Don't want to scare people. Goodbye, outside world. Let's move towards the cockpit. So how are we doing tonight, guys? We're currently, well, about 20-25 minutes into the stream. And so far, we've managed to do a bunker mission. And we're just about to embark on the second mission. So I'm going to see if I can find one that maybe takes us a little bit further afield, because the first few streams we've been around Microtech. Anyone that watched the last one would have seen that I did actually manage to get to Hurston, but pretty much the moment we arrived I crashed into the planet, so that brought the stream nicely to an end. But let's see what we got. Maybe there's something a little bit more out in the wilderness. Got the Combat Gauntlet Scenario 3. So I did Scenario 2 the other night. Yeah, exactly. We had to deal with multiple targets. I'll tell you what, guys, let's start with this one. Just remind ourselves how space combat works. And then we're going to make our way up to Combat Scenario 3. And, I don't know, maybe we'll keep going. According to the description, it's an 8-part course. But I feel like getting familiar with space combat on one of the easier missions first is probably going to be a nice way to ease ourselves into it. So, left off. Let's get ourselves back into the verse. There we go. Leaving the bunker behind. Leaving familiar territory behind. Heading out into the verse. So guys, if anyone is watching, let me know in chat how the live stream's coming through, because I'm quite new to this. Haven't really done live streaming Star Citizen before. So, you know, let me know what the quality's like. How does it compare to some of the other streamers out there? I think this live stream is as much about bringing you guys some exciting content as it is about testing out the live stream tech and getting some feedback for the channel. Yeah, if just lurking on the channel's more your thing, then by all means, carry on. I'm quite happy with that. But if anyone does fancy popping the occasional message, I will be keeping an eye on them, so I'll reply as soon as I can. Here we go, guys. Are we out in space? Probably would help if I turned off the combat mode as well. Allow us to move a little bit faster. Here we go. I think as well, let me open the star map, because I'm quite keen to set a waypoint to where we've got to go, which should help us find it a little bit more easily. There we go. Yeah, exactly. So this quantum beacon is taking us away from Microtech a little bit further into space, but still in the Microtech system. So we're not going to be too far afield. So here we go, guys. So where's my marker? Here it is. Let's head towards the quantum beacon. Let's see if we can take out some enemy ships.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
There we go. That didn't take too long at all. So as it's space, we'll have to be careful not to go too fast, because we don't want to crash into an asteroid.
Now that you're in position, we can start the lesson. Stand by.
Switch to combat mode. Get those shields up. We can attack those enemy.
Contact. Ready
They
up.
start coming in. Zoom out the camera a little bit, just so we can see it a little bit more. pretty good to me. Let's wear these contacts. Here we go. So I think we've got 3 at the same time here. So we're going to have to make sure we keep up the movement. Oh, there we go. I'll tell you what, the guns on the C1, for a ship that's classified as freight, like, they ain't bad at all. I was asking some other Star Citizen players the other day, actually, about what they think about, like, the Zeus compared to the C1. Because I guess in the Star Citizen universe, they do sort of fill a very sort of similar role. But the consensus that I heard from a lot of the other guys was basically that I think the Zeus has a little bit more capacity for freight, i.e. you can transport more goods. But they were pretty clear that the C1 has a little bit more firepower.
That wraps up this lesson. Fantastic work. Seems like you're developing a real aptitude for combat.
Okay, guys, I mean,
This lesson will help you grow even more.
I think that went pretty well. I mean, obviously, they were some of the most beginner ships and weakest ships of the game. And I know that this is only supposed to be like a kind of introductory mission to get the guys, or to get us used to the missions. Oh, look at that. Microtech in the distance there. Hang on, guys. If I just move upwards ever so slightly, we'll just see Microtech just reveal itself there. So cool, guys. So cool. These asteroid locations are so much nicer than I remember them being in 3.x. Really, really cool to see that the content team are really giving it their all. Oh, look at these lights as well. Such a beautiful game. Let's have a think. Let's come to a stop. Want to crash into any asteroids while we're looking at the Moby glass. And I think, guys, we're going to make our way up to lesson number 3. Let's have a quick look at the description. Scenario 3. Tactical considerations, distinct classes, knowing what types to prioritize. Okay, yeah, so it looks like we're going to be taking on multiple ships again, but rather than being 3 small ships, it looks like they're going to be giving us 3 ships of 3 different classes. So, okay, yeah, I can kind of see what they're thinking. They just want us to prioritize targets, and I mean, we'll decide when we get there, guys, but I would hazard a guess and say we're probably going to want to go from smallest to largest. Take out the small fry first and then focus on the large ships towards the end. So there we go. Coordinates all plumbed in. Switch back to nav mode. Then we're going to travel to this other asteroid mining base. Let's see what's up.
Quantum travel engaged.
Here we go. Short journey this one. Yep, straight back into another green cloud.
Travel complete.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. I was wondering whether this next asteroid location was going to look a little bit different, but yeah, okay. I mean, it looks like a copy-paste job, but I guess, you know, it's not so bad.
Welcome to the training site. Get settled, and I'll let everyone know to start.
Oh my goodness. So guys, I mean, this isn't really a live stream for the pros. I'm hoping we've got a few viewers tonight who, just like me,
Like you got inbound.
haven't jumped into Star Citizen for a while and just want to try it out again. So we've got 2 waves of enemy. Okay, so it looks like we've got these guys down here. What do we got? That's oh, what's that called? Is it a Hornet? I forget, but I'll tell you what.
Attack on shields.
Oh, Jesus. Missile coming in there. Don't think it was a particularly big one, though, so hopefully shouldn't cause us too many problems.
Alert. Front crash close.
Oh, okay, these ones are much more mobile than some of the other ones we've taken out. Yeah, we've got his shields down. That's good. I'm just going to try and keep up with him. Oh, no, this Hornet. Really, really difficult to keep up with.
Alert. Front crash
Go, got a few
close.
more hits on that guy. Shield still holding nice and firm. Okay, but I'll tell you what, I'm already noticing that this guy is posing
Alert.
a bit more of a challenge than we've seen before. So I think what we'll do, guys, is I'm going to just venture out, get a little bit far away from him, and then maybe do the old switcheroo. Let's turn around. Oh man, he is absolutely hot on our tail. I'll tell you what, if I'd known they were going to be this maneuverable, probably would have brought a smaller ship to the party. We do have an anvil arrow in the hangar. So I mean, if we need to, we can definitely come back. Try that again with a different ship. Come on, guys, get a few hits. Get a few hits.
Alert. Front crash close.
Tell you what, though, we had shields up, so in that engagement, hey, there we go. I'm sorry, guys, that was probably really embarrassing to watch compared to some of the pros. But hey, that's what this stream's all about. We're getting ourselves back into Star Citizen, trying it out. Is that guy the enemy? Oh yeah, okay, what have we got? I mean, I'm slightly concerned. Okay, here we go, here's a red one.
Attack on shield. Alert. Front crash close.
Bit of sideways movement on the go. See if we can get this guy as he comes by. There we go. I think we got that guy. One down. Oh, I'll tell you what, guys, there are so many more enemy, and our shields, while they're holding, they are starting to drop. So we're going to have to be very careful. Yeah, look, shields are down to red. I think let's just navigate away for a few minutes.
Front crash
Maybe give them a chance to recharge. So we're just going to move around the back of this asteroid. Recharge those shields ever so slightly. But also maybe just give ourselves a little bit of cover. If we can isolate some of the ships, tackle them one by one, that should hopefully help us out. So let's see, as we come back around the asteroid, who are we up against? We've got one guy out here by themselves. Ah, it's another Hornet by the looks of it. Try and land a few hits. There we go. Looking pretty good. Oh man, this ship feels so sluggish compared to some of the enemy that we're facing. Come on, get him in our sights. Get him in our sights.
on shield.
Maybe if we go backwards, let him come to us. Yeah, this is working quite well. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Thought we got him then. Saw the explosion. I mean, this is ever so slightly risky because we're travelling backwards. Oh, geez. And I have no idea what's behind us. Come on, guys. We can just get this guy.
Alert. Front crash close.
Ooh, come on. Come on, shields are almost down. I think we're going to have to navigate away for just a few seconds again. Where's the asteroid? Here it is. We're going to make a break from it, see if we can get ourselves out of the fray. Where are the enemy? Are they still on R6? Yep, they're coming in. Just a bit of boost there. Get away. While I know the hull on the C1 should be able to take a few hits, I'm just wary that I haven't really put it through its paces yet, so I don't want to put that to the test too much until I'm more familiar with what these ships can take. So let's have a quick look. Let's carry on trying to get the Hornet if we can find it. Where is it? Well, I think not. We'll just go for this one as it's right here. Probably a little bit weaker than the Hornet anyway. Hopefully something we can take out. Come on. Where's our primary target gone?
On shield.
This one here. This is what I mean, guys. So shields are down at the moment. I'm just desperate to take one out before we retreat again.
Target destroyed.
There we go. That's exactly what we want to see. Now I think let's just try and give our shields a chance to regenerate. Oh, we've navigated a little bit too far away. But that's fine.
Failure.
Shield failure. Oh dear, guys. That's probably not what we want to hear. How many targets have we got left? 3 more targets, and okay, no, shields are coming back. Nice. So we'll just keep at it. Stick around. Where are they? Yep, I can see them behind us. In front. Good for now. Yeah, look, you can see 2 up there. And there's a 3rd one around here somewhere. So we're going to turn around once the shields get to a good point. Re-engage. In fact, to be fair, I think we're going to be forced to re-engage now. So let's have a quick look. The mission did say to prioritize targets, so we're going to ignore the Hornet for now, and we're going to try and take out this easier target.
Alert. Front crash close.
That was very close, guys. We almost crashed there with no shields. That could have been very, very damaging. Let's have a look. Where is this guy? Just need to get a few good hits on this guy. We can take this one out. We should be able to manage the Hornet easily.
Alert. Front crash close.
Get a few more good hits. Guys, this is tense. I'll wait for those guns to recharge. Come on.
Front crash close.
We got him, guys. We got him. Come on. A few more hits. Start moving forwards. Be more aggressive.
Attack on
There we
shield.
go.
Target destroyed.
There we go, guys. One more. Oh no, okay, we've actually got a few more waves coming in. Well, let's just focus on this one for now because it's the closest target we've got. Go, another one down. There you go, if only they were all that easy. Let's see what else we got. Who's this guy? Let's get a little bit closer. Now, well, actually, that guy's not moving. Maybe he's already dead in soft death. But either way, we'll take him out to be sure. We got the ammo. Let's see, is it just this Hornet that's left? Yeah, to be fair, this guy is a lot more maneuverable than some of the other enemy that we faced. And with the last Hornet, as we're a slower target, moving backwards
Destroyed.
helped out quite a lot. Oh, guys! I tell you about you guys, I found that really, really tense. Crikey. I don't know whether it's just the slowness of the ship compared to some of them. There we go, got that guy as well. But yeah, I don't know if it's just the slowness of the ship that made that particularly difficult. Maybe if we try another one of these missions, I might come back with a ship that's more designed for combat and maybe not one that's designed for freight, because I think that mission almost felt at the limit of what a C1 can do space combat wise, but we managed to see it through. So I'm just gonna have a little fly through this place, just kind of have a bit more of an explore, just because I really, really like the look of this location. We got up here. Nice. And then, oh yeah, look, we can fly through the center of the rock there. Might just give that another go. Very, very cool. Ooh, dodge that rock. Dodge that rock. Very nice. Oh, I love how the lights like reflect off of the rock at the top there. Makes this very, very atmospheric. Yeah, look at that. So let's have a quick look. Let's come to a stop and consult the contract manager and see what else we can find. We've done a bunker mission. We've done 2 space combat missions. And actually, you know, with all of the contracts we've done on the stream so far, picking up a nice, hefty salary out of it. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of money on the go. So let's see what else we got. I click on mercenary. Do you know what, guys? I think what I might do is just pick another solar system, and we'll fly there, and we'll see what other events we can take part in. So if we go to the maps, what I might do is just zoom all the way out and see if we can get to Hurston. Right, yeah, we've really got a mouse wheel all the way out. Is there a way to just reset the zoom to like the highest level? Oh, here we go. Yes, we got this back button that brings us out. Yeah, perfect. That's what we're looking for. Higher over there, yeah, nice. So let's see, how can we get to Hurston? Architect, Artcorp, Pyro Gateway. Yeah, okay, so Hurston coincidentally is actually the next closest location. So I think let's head to Hurston, guys. We jump in here. Yeah, exactly. So if we set location to there, that'll take us to where we need to be. Let's move out of space combat mode. Not sure if this is the main planet, but let's head there anyway, because even if it's not, we can jump to the main planet. There we go. Another thing I'm really, really enjoying from this patch, you'll notice there that as I've jumped to the next system, like some new music has kicked in, and I really like that. Really subtle, but it really sort of like sets the atmosphere. So guys, just while we're waiting for the ship to travel to the next system, just thought I'd switch back to the main camera, see how everyone's doing tonight. Haven't had too many chats come through. You can sort of see down in the bottom here, I do have a few sort of chat systems on the go, so I will be able to show on the stream any messages that you guys send. At the moment, it's just showing you interesting things like, connected to the YouTube chat successfully. Really, really good content. But yeah, if anyone does have any messages they want to ping my way, you know, I will be keeping an eye on chat tonight, so I'll reply to those as soon as I can. I can see we've got a few viewers watching, so, you know, send me a message if you feel like it, but don't feel overly pressured, let's put it that way. So we've got a little bit longer to go. Currently got 22 on the counter, 21 and a half, 21. Yeah, so give it another couple minutes and we should be back to our location. Just while that's happening, maybe let's get out of our seat, have a little look around the ship, just show you guys what I'm dealing with. So we've got bunk beds that we can log off on in the C1, very nice. Got these suit racks that we can use. I don't have anything to put in them for now. We've got the bathroom, I believe, in here. Yep, very nice, even with functional toilets. Very, very important feature of Star Citizen. Some people think it's the ships and the guns, but no, it's the functional bathrooms. And then as we move out towards the back of the ship, this is where we've got the hold area. This is where I can put all the cargo. So if we were running like cargo missions, this is basically where we'd be able to put all the stuff that we collect and load it via the back ramp here. Cool. Let's see what we got here as well. This is, oh yeah, exactly. So this is where we can manage our components for the ship. Cool. I think at the moment I'm just operating with the bog standard components and nothing fancy. Anything else around here? Not too familiar with this ship. These are just here for decor, I guess. But let's move back into the main area. A nice hold there for boxes and things. What have we got here? More storage. Radar relay, avionics. There you go, another component there. Yeah, cool, another component. Very, very nice. So okay, so we've made it here. Perfect. Let's get back into the pilot seat and see what else we can find.
Twin fuel, 75%.
Let's just have a quick look. Our ship is slightly damaged, but what I might try and do is get to the space station that's off of Hurston, because that'll be a good place to repair the ship with the damage that we just took. But it'll also be a good place to find a hospital, maybe reset our spawn location as well, just in case we need to. So if we move out, try and get to the parent star system. Can we do that? Back button working? I feel like the back button's not working too well. Can we do this manually? This feels like it's going to take forever, guys. Yeah, not sure. Well, can we just find Hurston? If the map's going to be bugging out a little bit and not actually let us find what we need to find, let's just see if we can find Hurston on the map manually. It's got to be one of these, hasn't it? Piccolo, Microtech, that's where we've just come from. Very nice. We've got the station, gateways, Art Corp over there, nice. Got the station again. I feel like we've checked everything, guys. So where is Hurston? Ah, here we go. Hiding in the distance over here with these overlapping areas. Well, if they're overlapping and the map's not playing ball, let's just manage it best we can.
Travel, engage.
So we'll move to this station, and then hopefully from here we'll be able to jump to Hurston without it being in the way. Such cool graphics. Oh, there we go. I think I just saw Hurston whiz by us behind. Can we drop out of
Off.
Yeah, nice. I'm glad that still works.
Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems
Yes, we
on.
are.
Engines on.
Okay. Let's try that one more time. So if we look behind where we've just come from, hopefully we'll see Hurston. I think we literally just whizzed straight by. There we go. Oh no, but we got the same problem in reverse. Oh, guys. What is going on? Just trying to navigate to Hurston. There we go. There we go. This is what we're after. Perfect.
Quantum travel, engage.
Just watch as Hurston comes into view. You see the moons in the distance there. Then the main Hurston planet coming into view. Oh, very cool. Almost looked like we were going to hit it for a second there. Such a cool looking planet. I think unlike some of the other ones, Hurston doesn't have quite so much cloud cover. A little bit more barren. But yeah, hopefully we'll find a lot to do here. So guys, now we're in Hurston. Let's open our tourism app, also known as the contract finder, and see if we can find some good contracts to keep us occupied. Let's see what we got here. If I just click mercenary again. Knockout, new drug, OP or op. Group of upstarts, Hurston, manufacturing drugs. Oh, okay, exactly, yes. We've got to get on site and we've probably got to take out all of the drug boxes. Okay, yeah, I can sort of vaguely remember something similar in 3.x, but I think let's give it a go, guys, because it sounds like we're going to need to take out some enemy, destroy some contraband, basically just do the Lord's work. This isn't going to be a ship mission, I don't think, so I think we'll be alright to do one more without repairing the damage to our ship, but maybe after we've done this one we'll head towards a space station, see if we can repair ourselves. Here we go, guys. Quantum travelling around the planet. Nice in close proximity as we move around. I wonder if we'll still be on the light side or whether we'll still be in the dark side. Oh yes, I mean it's starting to sort of get dark on this side of the planet, but it's not looking too bad. So on this live stream, we haven't got a particularly good relationship with coming into Hurston when the light levels are starting to drop, because if you go back and watch the last stream that I did, as I was coming in, couldn't quite visually see how close we were to the ground and ended up crashing into it. So this time we're going to pay very, very close attention to the altitude reading, because we want to be sure that we don't get too close to the ground. Go coming in piece by piece. See the lights of the complex in the distance over there. Actually, I wonder if this is going to be one of these complexes where the enemy have control of the turrets, because if that's the case, we can still do it, but we're probably not going to be in a position to try and take out the turrets with this ship. So we're going to switch to a slightly different mode here. Yeah, so look guys, I don't know whether you find this. The readings show I'm very, very close to the surface, but like, it feels like we're much higher than we actually are. At least to me it does. Oh well, maybe I'm just trying to justify the fact that I crashed into the planet on the last stream. Let's have a look. Coming in. Oh look, there does seem to be a Corsair out here. I wonder if it's parked there because that's out of reach of the turrets. Well, we'll be cautious. Come in. If they start firing at us, well, we'll try and navigate away. But I think it's okay. It doesn't look like there's going to be any turrets firing at us, so that's good to see. And I think a little bit like last time, we're going to park around the back of the complex, I think, and then make our way around the front using the building as cover. So, oh, there we go. Didn't quite see the fact that the ground was elevated there. And we there we go. Trying to make sure that we land on flat ground, because I want to make sure the ramp is in a nice steady position. Oh, there we go. Coming in a little bit hotter than I might have liked, but I think that's going to do. Yeah, we seem like we're nicely on the ground there. Ship looking beautiful as always. I think our thing did say we took a bit of damage on the right hand side, but I don't know guys, it looks okay. Whatever damage we took must have been minor, or maybe it's on the underside, but either way, you can't see it. Does the damage really exist? So this is where I think the new sniper that we got from the last mission is going to come in really, really handy, because it's going to have this long scope, which is going to allow us to kind of sit back and take out the enemy from afar. I mean, it's going to be really, really handy while we're on the outside here. Maybe less handy once we're down inside the bunker, but you know, we'll work that out when we get there, guys. We'll work that out. Maybe we'll just see the guy with the ship behind us. Yeah, very cool. Nice white armor, sort of matching the ship color scheme. Let's just reset the third-party camera. There we go. Slowly make our way around the front. Yeah, look, so there's a guy. Hasn't seen us yet, but I'm going to try and take him out. Oh, I think we missed him there. It's a shame because we probably alerted them to our presence. Yep, there we go. Taking a little bit of damage there. Again, a little bit unfortunate. But with our gun, sniper rifle, should be possible for us to kind of sit back. Where's that coming from? Okay. Another guy coming down over there. Oh geez, there's loads of them. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting to come across so many enemy. Still, the good news is they are just standing still, waiting for me to come at them. So I do have a few more med pens. And what I'm probably going to do is get that guy first, and then we're going to see if we can get a few med pens. Where we can maybe more easily use them. My goodness, there's so many of them. Guys, I'm wondering if we've bit off a little bit more than we can chew with this one. I'll tell you what, it's a good job we've got this sniper rifle, because without it, we absolutely wouldn't have stood a chance against those. We're a bit more close quarters now, so we're going to try using the SMG. More men around here. Seems like we're okay for now, so let's just have a quick loot. See if we can get ourselves any more ammo. And crucially, some med pens would be handy as well. No, nothing in there. What's this guy packing? No, I've got a lot of guns and weapons, but no med pens or some things that are going to be useful. Did I check this guy already? Do you know, guys, I'm almost tempted to, jeez, swap out the custodian. Where was that coming from? Oh, from behind. Oh, jeez. There we go. Didn't see that guy flanking around the back, but let's see what he's got. Hopefully some nice presents for us. So he's actually got the C-54, so I might actually take that back just because I have loads of ammo for it. That's going to be really handy to have. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and this one's got a bit better scope as well. Nice. Going to help with stability. Did this guy have any med pens? No. But I mean, we got 3 med pens. Let's just get a few more SMG ammo into the mix. I think we're going to need to use one of these med pens. Where is that coming from? Over here. There's a guy behind us as well. Go. Can't help but think, guys, we're just going to have to make our way into the bunker and hope for the best. Because it kind of feels like they're just spawning out here. Like, unlike the last mission where we... These? Oh yeah, okay, so these are the workers, so they're not going to attack us. Yeah, I'm wondering, guys, if we've bit off more than we can chew, but... You know, never mind. Leroy, let's go! Move down to the sub-level. Start taking out some of these narcotics. Maybe as well, just before we get down there. Give ourselves a bit of a heal. Here we go. Oh no! Come on, reload, reload, reload! Thought we had the jump on them then. Feel like we're quite lucky, actually. Feels like, well, I mean, it feels like the server's lagging a bit. But while usually not massively desirable, it is actually helping us out at the moment because it's going to allow us to get the jump on these guys. Oh, I see. Ammo's taking a little bit longer to reload. Ooh, jeez. Oh, guys, I don't know if we can do this. I do not have enough ammo on me to take out all these guys. I think we're going to see if we can get back to the surface level. Run away. Because it is not looking good. Yeah, in fact, look at our injuries. We're now sporting an arm injury. We're now sporting a chest injury. I think we're just going to have to hot-tail out of here and just accept that this is one of those missions that we just don't have the firepower to do. I think ideally what we probably could have done with there is a few extra players to help us out. But I think getting in there, dying, losing all of our kit, it's not worth the risk, I don't think. So we're going to do a tactical retreat, get back to the ship, and I think we're going to go head to Hurston, see if we can heal up, get these injuries fixed, find a med bed, hopefully get ourselves a bit more hydrated as well. Because we're not really operating at 100% combat effectiveness now with a kind of broken arm and a broken chest. Yeah, here we go. So, I think, if memory serves, the station that we're going to be aiming for is it Everest Harbour? That's the one that's above Hurston? Maybe someone in chat can confirm that. Let's have a quick look. When you're in a group, you know, normally you can be a little bit more bold with those sort of things because, you know, your ally can always revive you and, you know, pick you up when you've fallen down. But given that we're by ourselves with very, very little backup, I think moving away was probably the right shout there. So, where is Everest Harbour? It's around here somewhere. There it is, Everest Harbour. Perfect. Let's go dock there. Get ourselves healed, get our ship healed. Maybe reset our spawn location as well so that we can show up here when we get back into the verse later. Go. Let's move and get away from this cursed place. Here we go, guys. So heading back up into space. I almost hate to say it. We're just going to have to abandon that mission for now because we're just not at the level we need to be. There's probably players out there that can solo that, but it's not going to make for a particularly good live stream if I just keep charging in and getting myself killed. So let's regrettably untrack that one and abandon it, aren't we? Probably not going to do us a great good of reputation with the security team at Hurston, but oh well. They'll just have to accept it for now. Right, so where's our map marker telling us where to go? Let's set a course. Everest Harbour. Maybe we'll just double check the map. Certainly clicked it. Maybe I didn't press the set route. It's Everest Harbour. Give me a route, please. Yep, very nice. Then show me where to go. Perfect.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
And then, yeah, pretty sure we can get direct to Everest from here. Very nice. Oh, guys, just look at that planet. The sunset. Oh. There it's behind us as we approach Everest Harbour.
Quantum travel complete.
So if anyone's watching today that isn't too familiar with live streaming Star Citizen, this is one of the cool things about the game. It's a very, very subtle thing, but I really like it. Just coming up to a station, contacting them on the comms, and then landing and getting out, just getting those supplies and heals that you need. So we're going to approach slowly, get ourselves into position, and we're going to hail the station, and they'll give us a suitable landing day. Are we within hailing distance? Not quite. It'll show up here when we are. Here we go. Cool. So we are just in the queue. Looks like all hangars are in use at the moment. But yeah, it looks like one should become available any second. So we'll just hold on for a few seconds. Hopefully get ourselves in there, as we're currently floating above the planet of Hurston. Press X, come to a complete stop. Guys, there you go, you can see a player leaving dock there. Yeah, looks like it's a Connie constellation. One of the OGs. Looks like we are still just waiting. Here we go. Hangar has become available, so we're going to be out on a limb. This little outcrop bit just here. Here we go, coming in. No pressure. Just got a few people watching me do this. Hopefully we won't bottle it, guys. Is that Polaris on the landing pad down there? I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh, so is it on top of the outcrop here? Oh yeah, okay, so it's this entrance here, isn't it? So I think let's just move in very, very slowly. Slow and steady wins the race. We'll get ourselves nicely into this hangar. Landing gear out. Slowly move ourselves down. There we go, that looks pretty good. Just even it out ever so slightly. And then we'll give ourselves a little touchdown. There we go. It's manual landing, not exactly completely square on, but I'd say that's pretty textbook. So now I'm hoping that if we jump back to the cockpit view, open the mobiGlas. Certainly this is how it worked in 3.x. Hoping there's some landing services. Yeah, exactly, where I can repair, we can refuel quantum fuel, refuel hydrogen, and yeah, nothing to restock because we've just got some laser weapons. Perfect. So I think just because we've sustained a few personal injuries, I'm also just going to go aboard the station and hopefully get us all nice and healed up if this station has a medical facility. I'm pretty sure Everest Harbour does, but we'll find out together, guys. Crikey, maybe I should have parked the other way around. That's a little bit of a trek. Probably just want to holster the gun as well. Okay. In we go, lads. Chris? Elevator, please. Right. So, I mean, guys, we're getting the official Star Citizen treatment on the channel today. I think Jared has drawn attention to this, that some of the lifts and the cargo ramps don't really work as intended. And I think we've just got a thing here where, unfortunately, no lift is coming to help us. Is there one on the other side? Got the option to try a second one? No. I mean, that could be it.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Well, while we're here, let me just store the C1, because maybe when we come back we'll see if we can use a different ship. And actually, look, I'm really lucky that the C1 was only just parked on the ramp and not over the edges there. There you go. Say bye, C1. There it goes. Just give these lifts one more try, because I'd be keen to get in here if we can. No luck, guys. The last thing we want to do is jump in. So there's sometimes there are invisible elevators, and when you get in it's fine, but I don't want to take that risk. So I think what we might have to do out of necessity is maybe just fly out and find ourselves a new hangar, good old Star Citizen fashion. So we got the C1. Let's use the Warden, guys. We haven't brought that one out for a while. This is one of the sort of original Star Citizen ships. Very early on this one was available, but it's known as like a heavy fighter, so it's a little bit more janky than some of the other ships. Some of like the transitions and animations aren't quite so good, and but I think it looks cool. It's got that kind of like military vibe to it, and it's also got quite a good sort of armor and damage capacity, because on the front it's got this huge gun, as well as a few of these kind of small 4 repeaters. Yeah, nice. Look at this. So I think just out of necessity, because the elevator's not working, we're going to get on board this ship, fly it back out, and then I think we're just going to see if we can dock one more time. Or failing that, maybe we just go down to the planet, just give this a miss. In fact, you know what, guys? Let's do that. I think I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer, and I don't want to just sort of mess around trying to get into the station. Let's do something fun. Let's head down into Hurston so I can show you guys a bit of that, because the city on this planet is by far one of my favourite looking ones in the game. So what do we got? Where's flight ready? There it is. Perfect. Because this is an Aegis ship and not a Crusader ship, you'll notice the UIs are just a little bit different. They kind of work the same way, but they're just subtly different. So are we in a queue? Yeah, so we're joining the hangar queue 1 in the queue. So we'll just wait for the doors to open, and then we can get going, guys. But yeah, just look at this ship. I really like the way this one works. And I'd say of all the ships I've got, this is by far my favourite one for combat. Although it does basically nothing on freight, so it's kind of not very good as an all-rounder. This one absolutely specialises. Oh, not sure what's happened there, guys, but we seem to be overlaying with someone else's hangar there, but hopefully that won't cause us a problem. Yeah, okay, we're okay. Just wait for these hangar doors to open a little more so we can fit our wings out. I think that should do it. Very nice. Bring the landing gear in.
Landing gear rejected.
Start moving. This camera nice and central. So yeah, guys, I think maybe let's finish the live stream just by heading down to the surface. And do you know what I might do? I know it takes a little bit of time, but I think I kind of want to give anyone new watching this stream the official experience, because look, we're traveling from this station, right, and we're traveling down to Hurston, which is down there, which is the city of choice. And so far in the stream, I've always just quantum traveled between places. I kind of want to show you guys that it is possible just to fly all the way down to the 2. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take. Hopefully not too long. We're up at maximum speed, so just watch, guys, and I'll show you how this works as we sort of fly down to the planet. Because while quantum is really, really handy, sometimes it is just nice to take in and appreciate the work that the guys at Cloud Imperium have done with this, because you can basically seamlessly fly from space, or from a space station like that, all the way down to the planet, so location to location. You know, if you really wanted to, you could even fly between the planets without quantum. You know, that's how physicalized this game is. I wouldn't recommend it. It'll probably take you a few months, but you know, it's possible if that's your cup of tea. I remember once there was a group of players in the early days that tried to get to the sun. So you can't quantum travel to the sun, but they basically quantum traveled to the nearest location, and then over the course of, was it a few weeks, months, they basically made their way to the center, you know, logging off occasionally, relogging in to make sure they weren't victims of server crashes. But it was pretty cool to see. So okay, look, the space station is behind us. Now got the re-entry graphics happening. So this is what happens when you don't quantum travel. Oh, it's so cool, guys. So cool. Don't think I'm ever going to get bored of this. And you can see there the sun just disappearing behind the planet as we move in. So hopefully we're about halfway between the 2 now. Shouldn't be too much longer. But as we sort of approach the ground, yeah, look, you can see my speedometer there is slowly going down, so it shouldn't be too much longer. But as we approach the city, you'll notice that the wind resistance is going to get more and more higher as we sort of go into the planet. So we're going to start slowing down ever so slightly as we get more into the atmosphere. Anyone tuning in, watching this, guys, I appreciate on this live stream, because we haven't got too many viewers, there isn't a huge amount of chat to respond to, so I am just kind of waffling away trying to make this work. But let me know what you think about it. You know, hopefully on some of the future live streams it'll be a little bit more busy. But yeah, let me know what you think about the ad-lib. So here we go, guys, coming into Hurston. I forget exactly where the spaceport is, but I know it's sort of around the middle somewhere. So if we just kind of like move into it, in fact, yeah, look, it's that rectangle that you can see between the kind of like letters where it's all red over there. That's basically where we're heading to. The spaceport's down there somewhere. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here, and we're going to just slowly kind of fly in. So if I just move the camera back ever so slightly. Sure. Oh well, we'll stick with the camera like this for now, but let's just move ourselves through the city. So, you know, we're kind of coming through on the industrial complex. And I don't know about you guys, if you've ever seen like some of the prequel Star Wars films, this absolutely reminds me of one of the chase scenes from that film. So we're just got to watch out for those holes that come out of the ground. We're going to make our way into the city, land up, and then we're going to see if we can visit the hospital to clear and fix our injuries. So you can see there the signs for, is it Teaser Spaceport? Look at this. Just look at it. Really, really impressive graphics. And actually, just before we go into the spaceport, yeah, this is what I want to see. So I just want to show you guys this as well. So Hurston takes a lot of inspiration from films like Blade Runner. But one of the cool things they've done with this location, right, is they've created these little like fly-through sections. So I can literally, if I'm careful, fly all the way through this section. I imagine this is what flying through an Idris feels like. At the end, obviously making sure that we fly out, don't hit anything on the way through. But yeah, the guys have done a really, really good job with this city. It's very satisfying just kind of flying through. And you know what? Sometimes with Star Citizen, it is just really, really satisfying to not bother with missions and literally just explore, because there's so many beautiful locations, a bit like the one we're looking at now, across the verse, all kind of custom crafted, all designed to look as nice as possible. So we're just going to come out the other side here, because as we come through at the other side, we should then be nearing the spaceport, where we'll be able to hail, try and get ourselves a landing pad.
Proximity alert. End.
I mean, the other cool thing is that here you can actually just land and get out of the ship. I don't think there's anything to do in these locations, but it's cool nonetheless. So let's have a quick look at the comms. Can we hail Lawville landing? Yeah, perfect. Hopefully they'll give us a hangar. Yeah, look, there we go. We can sort of see it over in the distance. So let's just head towards that. Looks like it's beyond these buildings that we can see here in that gap. Yeah, in fact, look, you can see someone with their Crusader Hercules there coming into land. That'll be another player. So we're going to do exactly what they're doing and land ourselves in one of these. So I mean, Hurston's or Lawville's not exactly the
Warning. Leaving. Safe zone.
most you know, impressive or pretty looking planet, but it's super atmospheric. You know, if you like things like Blade Runner, this is absolutely
Leaving. Safe zone.
the place for you. So we're just going to make our way in slowly but surely. Okay, maybe just position ourselves back a little bit there. Bring ourselves into land. Perfect. Right in the middle. There we go, guys. That's probably one of the better landings we've done. Not a single scratch. And the bay doors ahead of us are just closing. So let's head into the city. Look, you can see that my hydration levels aren't looking too good. So there's a couple ways we can solve that. Either we get to a hospital, and you know, if we get on one of the med beds, that'll restore our hydration and food levels. But you can also do this, which I quite like. We take off our helmet, we can hold this bottle of water, which I took earlier. There we go. And then we can literally just chug it down. So look, if you look at the bottom left, well, I mean, actually, I suppose you guys can't at the moment because my face is covering it, but there's some numbers, and they're rising ever so slightly as I drink this bottle of water. Oop, making a mess of my hanger. Maybe we'll go pick this up. Well, I mean, actually, I say that, but this bottle seems to have an infinite amount of energy. So I think we'll just let that do its thing. Is he gonna go down? Oh, we lost it, guys. What a shame. Just so it's clear, we don't condone littering on this channel. Accidental or otherwise. So come on, guys. We have problems with the lifts on the space station. I'm hoping, yeah, we're going to get one here. Perfect. So let's head to the spaceport. And because we're on a planet with atmosphere, we'll be absolutely fine with our face out at the moment. And what do you think of the character, guys? I'm not sure about this one. I'll probably give it a change, but you know, I've tried to base it on something that looks a little bit like myself. You know, it's a bit uncanny valley. I wouldn't say it's spot on, but it's as close as I could get it, you know, when with just trying for a couple of minutes. So we've got a new deal there, place that you can buy new spaceships. I think we'll stay firmly focused on the mission at hand, which is to get to the hospital and get ourselves healed up. Again, guys, normally healing's not quite as big a process as this, because you can normally just get healed in one of the space stations, but if anyone wasn't watching the stream earlier, we basically didn't get to do that because the space station elevators weren't working and we couldn't get out of the hangar. So let me just remind myself where we need to go. So we need to get to the... Is it the metro centre? Yeah, exactly. So we want spaceport line that will get us back to the city centre. So this one, I think. Perfect. So let's just wait for the next train to arrive. Ah, 60 seconds, guys. It's probably as long as you've got to wait. We must literally have just missed the last one, so we'll just sit here. Maybe take in the ambience. Have another little look at our character. You know, at the moment we're sporting some like medium armor. You can get heavier armor than this, and larger backpacks as well with more storage, but you know, this is like a nice kind of all-rounder set. You'll probably find a lot of players running around with much heavier armor than this, but we'll see. I think as these live streams progress, if we can find some good armor sets, we'll definitely see if we can kit ourselves out with something a bit more interesting. How long we got? 8 seconds. Which side it's going to come from? I think it's going to come from the right. Yeah, there we go. Tram coming in. It's another player coming off. This is what I mean, guys. Look at that guy. Really nice, heavy armor. We'll have to see if we can sort ourselves out with a set like that later. See, here we go, look. Looking out into the city, so that's where we were just flying around. Now we're on a tram line, just heading towards the metro centre. Which, if I've remembered correctly, is where we should hopefully find a hospital where we can heal ourselves up.
Now arriving metro centre. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
There we go. Looks the same, but hopefully we'll get to the surface in a sec. Oh, again, just look at all these cool posters. You know, it's just really channeling Blade Runner vibes. Yeah, this is all looking pretty good to me. So, the hospital. Maria Pure of Heart Hospital, yeah, exactly. So it's up. Here we go. Here's the side entrance. So, normally, when you go into a hospital, right, guys, you expect the exterior and interior to be nice, white, clean, blue lights, inviting. In Lawville, on Hurston, they had a slightly different idea. They've gone for something a little bit more oppressive. Like, it looks really cool. But it certainly doesn't look like a happy place, this, does it? But just look at these environments.
Encourages all employees to update their
I guess this must be Maria herself, who the hospital's named after. So let's see. Where do I check myself in? Probably on one of these screens. The giveaway was the fact that it said check-in. Floor 1, room 1. Oh, there you go. Priority treatment, guys. We've literally got one of the closest rooms we could possibly get.
Here to return to your job. Don't let your recovery endanger your coworkers.
Right, so it was floor 1, room 1. So we'll head up to floor 1. Guys, honestly, if anyone's new, every one of these floors you can get to. Each will have rooms on them. Go. And then we want room number 1. Have we got any direction that's going to tell us which rooms are which direction?
But overdosing on stimulants is not the answer.
Okay, well, coincidentally, yeah, we picked the right way, because this looks like room 1 here, so hopefully yeah, we can jump in here and open it. Nice. This is our nice private hospital room. We've got our nice item thing. We've got a restroom here. Can we go in there? Oh no, it must be us. Occupied, guys. Someone's already in there doing some business. You know what? While we're here, apparently the plan is in Star Citizen to actually make restrooms part of the gameplay. So you know how at the moment like food and drink levels go up and down, you know, depending on like time and how much you eat. Apparently there's plans for the future for restrooms to do exactly the same. It's why all the kind of ships come kitted out with their own ones. So I mean, maybe interested is the wrong word, but certainly it's going to be, well, no, maybe interesting is the right word. It's going to be interesting to see how that shapes up and how they make that mechanic fun. Well, let's get on the bed. That's a conversation, a whole new conversation for another day that we could probably do a whole live stream about. So we're going to do medical care. Got a few injuries, got treatments. Got our torso injury. We want to heal. Oh, there we go. I think it should show a little X, but they're not here. But they are selected, so you can see the ×2 there. So hopefully with this, yep, injuries are now healed. Our health's gone back up to 100%. Perfect. And guys, while we're here as well, I am just going to set my respawn location to Lawville. Maybe when we get back up into space, I might think about making it the space station, because while having your spawn locations in the cities is helpful, it does mean it's much more difficult to get back out into space. So we'll set it here for now, because this will be closer than respawning back at Microtech and making our way across. But we're going to try and set that to be the space station at the earliest opportunity. Oh, just look, guys. All this is physicalized. None of this is a skybox. If there were players outside, we'd literally be able to see them flying by. Right, there we have it. So guys, I think we're going to call it a day there, just because this was always just going to be a quick live stream to kind of test out the new kit, check that the streaming software is all working. And actually, one thing that I didn't say, or maybe I did say at the start, is that we are at the moment streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. So it's the first time I've done a multi-stream, so let me guys know what the quality's been like. But guys, for anyone that tuned in, appreciate it's a small channel just starting out. We weren't expecting a huge number of viewers on this one, but if you liked what you saw, maybe link some of your friends to it, show them what this channel is all about, because we like to keep it nice and cozy. You know, this isn't the most action-packed Star Citizen channel in the world, but I prefer to think of this as more of like a discovery channel where, you know, we just go out into the verse and we just take it as it comes. I think in future, I will try and change up some of the content so that rather than just playing it by ear, I'll see if we can get a few live streams on the go where maybe we join up with an organization or maybe get involved with another streamer and see if they can show us the ropes. Because, yeah, you know, I'd be quite keen to get myself more into some of the new content. I know there's the mission with the giant worm that you've got to beat. There's a few missions to do with the orbital stations and the caves. So there's a lot of content that I've still yet to see that sort of focuses on multiplayer. So, guys, all I'm saying is this one's been a cozy one, but stay tuned for the coming live streams because they're going to get interesting. And we're going to slowly make our way and see more and more of the features that Star Citizen has to offer. So guys, thank you very much for watching. For everyone that tuned in, really appreciate it. I've been Matt's Fiefdom. Matt's Fiefdom. That's my other channel, Medieval One. Slip of the tongue. This has been Matt's Hangar. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.